Okay guys, now we will introduce to my group. My name is Praditya Nugroho. You can call me Radit.
My name is Feny Adita. You can call me Feny.
My name is Hardiana Dewantari. You can call me Diana.
Okay, in this session, we will to explain about cash and liquidity. So, check it out.
Itu dalam buku jurnal besar, dan apalagi ya, kalau hitung ya cuma hitung tapi tidak ada uangnya. Dan herannya lagi, hitung hutang-hutang lah, aku sendiri yang banyak hutang, gimana mau hitung? Itu kan
klarifikasi, pokoknya yang berhubungan dengan keuangan lah, dicatat di account, jurnal, dan diposting ke buku besar.
Liquidity is determined by the current ratio divided smoothly. Companies that have the highest liquidity do not have a liquidity ratio of 100%. The measure of company liquidity, which reflects the level of company liquidity as measured by the ratio of cash to current finance. Contracts, payment of electricity, telephone, PDAM, water, receiving employees, etc.
About the cash flow of an enterprise is useful for the user of the financial statement as a basis for assessing the company ability to generate cash and cash equivalent, and assess the needs of the company to use the cash flow. Cash flow is the soul for each company and fundamental to existence of company and indicate whether or not company to pay obligation in the implementation of its business activity. In order to run properly, the company can use and manage cash flow well to so that the company can meet in short-term liquidity. This is because cash is an asset element that has the most current property, or in other words, cash is the most liquid working capital.
Reducing the inflation rate after the global financial crisis and decreasing interest are expected to improve the liquidity of companies, especially customer goods industry with good cash flow management. This study aims to determine whether the cash flow effect and liquidity. This research uses descriptive qualitative method with cash flow from operating, investing, and financial activity as an independent variable and liquidity as the dependent variable. Data is a secondary data from financial statement of customer good industry in Indonesian stock exchange. The results show cash flow effect on liquidity and investing cash flow have a negative impact on liquidity of the customer good industry.
Liquidity and cash flow are very important issues in regarding the growth and survival and sustainability of business
and as well as the ability to handle the company's management and make a decision of trade-off between the caring to sources related parties of concern for financial manager. This is aim and examining to reveal the effect of cash flow from operating activities on the liquidity level of telecommunication companies.
This is Sam. As a group treasurer, he needs to manually track loans between his company's local subsidiaries, estimate funds needed for payments, and constantly deal with last-minute requests for funds from around the country. Some days, all these transactions drive him nuts. But there is a better way. With DBS, Sam is able to easily manage the group's cash between all accounts. Here's how it works. The surplus or deficit from all sub-accounts is combined into one master account at the end of each day. This cash pooling can be done either through physical transfers or notionally. Negative balances in some accounts can then be offset with positive balances from other accounts. This helps to avoid unnecessary overdrafts and thus greatly reduces interest expenses. Sam can allow subsidiaries to tap into the pooled cash from the master account to make payments. Or, for a more flexible plan, he can allow subsidiaries to access funds from the entire group. It just depends on his company's preference. Furthermore, Sam can set a limit for how much each sub-account can withdraw. He is delighted because everything is automated. There is no more manual tracking of individual balances and transactions. Sam saves a lot of time and no longer needs to deal with urgent requests for funds. He also realizes that the larger consolidated sum of cash can now easily be used to reduce existing loans, or alternatively, it could be invested to grow the business. The best part? Tracking cash flow is a breeze, and Sam can receive timely reports to see all intercompany movements. Now planning and forecasting is much easier. Sam very much enjoys the improved visibility and control. Overall, available funds are used more efficiently, and the group's need for operating cash flow is much smaller. He cannot imagine how he got by without liquidity management before.